you should always compare yourself to others. Hey everyone, this is Rishabh. Hope you're doing well. Let me explain what I'm talking about. So imagine this. So let's say if there's something that you want in life, if there's something specific about your life that you want to drastically change, or let's say change or improve or get better at, or get more of, and so on and so forth. It could be wealth, it could be relationships, it could be connections, it could be fitness, health, basically, or whatnot, and so on and so forth. Now, obviously, there are people. I'm assuming you're smart enough to identify the people who have those things in life. They could have either achieved it or have gotten it or whatsoever. Now, if tell me this. So let's say if you've identified those people. Now, brother, if you don't learn from those people, right? If you don't critically analyze their lives, if you don't draw an analogy between yourself and they, and if you just ignore what they've done in life and don't compare yourself, how the fuck are you supposed to learn and get where you want to go? Do you think that God is going to come and tell you that, hey, this is the path to 100 crores in the next 5 years? Absolutely not, right? So what you don't need to do is you don't need, and I tell you how to do it, basically how to go about it and how to solve this problem. So you do not need to compare your life with someone, right? Necessarily. You need to basically take specific parts of your life and analyze those parts with the same specific parts of lives of people that you want to emulate. Let me give you an example. So let's say if a guy has a net worth of 100 crores, right? And that is something that I want. Now, what is the first thought that comes across your mind if you come across such a person? Dude, what a life, yaar. Iski to life sorted hai, bhai. He doesn't need to do anything. He has a big ass car, a sexy house, all the connections in the world. He has every resource that you can think of. He has every toy that you can think of. Seems to have a good family, looks okay, blah blah blah. So what happens when you do this? You kind of put the other person on a pedestal which does not exist, and you shove yourself down a rabbit hole which also does not exist. Okay, what you need to do instead is that, so let's say if I see a person who has 100 crore net worth, I don't need to look at anything else. What you need to do is that you just need to very, very critically analyze his path from, let's say, 10 lakh rupees to 100 crore rupees, right? What sort of work he do that you need to do, what sort of skills he acquired that you need to do, what sort of decisions he made in his professional life or life that you need to sort of think about, what sort of investments he made, what sort of connections he made, what sort of strategy he applied in his early part of the career, right? What was his plan to grow his business or net worth? How did he go about it? Now these things getting very, very technical, right? Why you need to do this and not compare lives is very simple, brother. You don't know what is going behind curtains of a certain individual, right? That guy that guy can have a very, very shitty marriage that you're not aware of, right? That guy can be emotionally abused by his parents growing up, right? That guy can have a health problem that you're not aware of, right? There are hundreds of things that people have which you're not aware of, especially in today's day and age of social media, which is only supposed to give out rosy pictures and hide out the non-sexy pictures, right? You don't know, man. You just don't know what other people are suffering, man, right? So just don't compare yourself and take this do these comparisons in totality, in absolution. Take a specific aspect of your life and compare that to a specific aspect of a life of a person that you want to emulate, right? Go about relationships. You think someone has a great relationship with their partner, right? You just don't know what's going on behind curtains of that person, right? He could be sad for that matter. She could be sad, right? He could have money problems that you don't have. He could have other family problems that you don't have. He could have health problems that you don't have. He might be in a shitty marriage and not communicating, right? So the point that I'm trying to make is that you do not know, you can't know a life of an individual until you're very close to that person, right? Forget about social media, that's anyways an image, right? But what you can do is, if there's something in life that you want, and if a person has that thing, you just need to be very critical about, and do a very critical analysis of that fact that, okay, he has XYZ, I don't, what has he done in life that I could do so that I can get XYZ. Think about this. So let's say if there's person XYZ and there's you. Now that person has almost similar skill sets than you. Now let's say if that person is earning 10 lakhs more than you at this point of time with the same level of experience, whatever. Now if you just say that there's pure luck and things like that, I mean, there's nothing to learn. But be very humble and objective in understanding that this guy might have done something right which worked, right? Which you could learn from, rather than just assuming that his life is great, because you don't know what is going on behind curtains of a certain individual. So yeah, I mean, that's pretty much it. Do not take and assume these blanket statements in absolution and totality. That's one problem with specifically Indians. If you praise something, you take it to the level of God. If you don't like something, you basically equate it with trash, whereas a smart person takes inspiration from anywhere, right, without being emotionally drawn to them, and without being just emotionally clouded by their situation, right? By their lives and so on and so forth. So be that person. Compare yourself with other people. Compare specific aspects of your life with the same aspects of other people, right? If you don't compare, how you're going to improve, how you're going to learn, right? If someone has a better body than you, he or she is doing something better, is doing something right. You just need to understand that, rather than just assuming that his life is all hunky-dory, which I promise you in most of the cases is not. In some cases it might be, right? So yeah, that's it. I wish you all the best, and yeah, sorry for the 7-minute long video, but yeah, take care.